today we're going to talk about how to get the kind of optimal performance out of your squat and the optimal strength out of your squat. So we're talking about two bar positions and what your body position should look like based on the bar position that you choose or that you work with. We're talking about low bar squat and a high bar squat. So low bar squat, Kelsey's going to use a dowel rod to demonstrate. So she's going to turn this way. So facing the bar position, it's right across the shoulders on the scapula. All right. So this is going to be a low bar position. Turn back to the side. So what we really want to pay attention to is the midfoot, right? And where the bar is in accordance to that midfoot position. So we're going to do a low bar squat, kind of what it looks like. So drop into that low bar squat. So you can see she's got more forward lean, and the reason why is because we want that bar right in line with the midfoot, right? This is going to give us optimal performance out of the squat. Now what happens is if she were to lean back, so she's out, so what happens? She falls backwards, right? So if there was weight there, maybe she wouldn't fall backwards, but it's going to affect the squat. It's going to affect that optimal strength out of the squat. So what we want to do is keeping the bar right in that center of gravity. So it's kind of eliminating that lever arm or that moment arm, right? What it's also going to do is give her that optimal hip drive out of the bottom, right? So that's what we want to look at as far as a low bar position. Now I'm not touting a low bar versus a high bar position. I personally use a low bar position just because I feel like it gives me the most benefit, but it can kind of wreak havoc a little bit on your shoulders if you're not ready to do it. It's definitely not the most comfortable position, so some people like to go with a high bar. So a high bar position, it's going to be up higher on the traps, all right? So it's resting right here on the traps, that's going to be that position. So we're going to turn back to the side. So now with this position, we can't have much of a forward lean because it's going to be that opposite kind of reaction before. Remember when Kelsey fell back because she fell out of the line of gravity. So she's not going to lean forward as much. It's going to be more of a straight up and down type of motion. So she's going to drop almost straight down. All right? So now we have that bar position right over the center of gravity. So it's not a huge difference, but it's definitely a difference that needs to be paid attention to. So the bar is right in that center of gravity. So what happens if she leans forward too much? She's almost going to fall. And then if she comes up out of it, she's almost doing a good morning out of it, right? So she's doing more work than she has to. Whether it's a low bar position or a high bar position, if that bar gets out of the center of gravity and that moment arm or lever arm becomes increased, your body's going to do more work than it has to, and the squat's not going to be as efficient. Like I said, I don't tout one over the other, it's just basically what you feel more comfortable with. I'll actually put up pictures with this video that kind of shows you what I'm talking about as far as the lever arm and moment arms and why that bar, so go back to that low bar position. So go back to that squat. I'll post pictures on why this really makes a difference, because right here we have no real lever arm, all right, except for right here to here. So that's why it's really important to keep that position. Come back up. So I'm gonna post those pictures, and the pictures are from Starting Strength, the 3rd edition by Mark Rubenzo. Definitely highly recommend that book. It goes much more deeper into these squat mechanics, actually the mechanics of almost every lift, but the squat specifically, you'll see these pictures in it, and it does a much better job explaining, a much more in-depth job of explaining why this is so important as far as bar position. So try it out, take some video, make sure that bar position is right in line with that center of gravity and that midfoot.